I've learned 3 really hard lessons this year, and they've made me make some changes that I just wasn't even willing to do before I learned these lessons. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 changes that I've made this year that has allowed me to gain an extra 760k in funding in the last 4 to 5 months, to be honest. I applied these rules that I learned the hard way and made 760k in funding in the last fucking 6 months. How is that possible? Well, I'm going to show you how, okay? And if you apply these for the next 30 days, bro, the game is going to change for you. And these are lessons that I didn't even know I would need to learn. These are situations that I didn't even know that I would come across. When you come out the other side, you learn certain things that you just can't really understand unless you've been through it. So in this video, I'm going to shortcut you having to go through those same mistakes, and I'm just going to go through them all, and then hopefully you can gain some pretty sick value from this. When I'm talking about lessons, this is going to be all about day trading specifically, okay? So not any sort of life lessons or anything to do with motivation, effort, discipline, whatever. This is just going to be day trading source specifically. I do usually keep this exclusively to my day trading channel, where I like to be a bit more specific on day trading content and niche down a bit, and this is more of a general channel, but I thought I'd give you a taster of what's on the other channel, to be honest. Lesson number 1 that I learned, and I recently mentioned it in a different video, but I want to make it clear in this one. You need to be dollar cost averaging into funded accounts. This is a big one for me. This is how I've gained over 760k in capital with funding, obviously not real capital, but funding, in only the last 4 months. And most of it was only in the last 2 months, because I finally understood the power of timing. I finally understood the power of not putting all of your eggs in one basket. And what I mean by this is not overly committing into that specific time period that you're in right now. Understand that you're going to be playing this game for the next 10 years. And understand that if you're going to be playing this game for the next 10 years, zoom out, man. Zoom out. You don't need to pass right now. Just plant seeds throughout the weeks and months. And what I mean by the dollar cost averaging, if you didn't watch the previous video, is pretty much when you're looking to buy funded. So let's say you have a grand 1k pounds a month to buy funded. So now you can either buy 3 100ks, you could probably buy like 6 50ks, or maybe even fucking like 30 10ks or whatever the fuck it works out to be, 20 10ks, yeah? Instead of buying the bigger accounts less frequently, buy smaller accounts more frequently. Like I would say, if you have £1,000 to spend on trading a month, bro, get on the 50ks. What are they, like 200 quid? Let's say you can get like 6 50ks. Perfect. Get 1 a week, and then the 2 that you have left over, sprinkle them out into either of the weeks. So maybe get 2 one week and then get 1 the next. This allows you, and I put this in the other video as well, but I'll drop it in here. This allows you to look at my spreadsheet right now. It'll be right there. This allows you to buy a funded account. Boom, you might buy it and it might land on a loss streak. Okay, then you wait a week and you buy another one. Oh, you might buy that one and it might be on a win streak. So you pass that one and the other one's still going. It's now just recovered to break even. Then you buy another one and this one might be like 1 win, couple losses, brings it back down here, couple more wins, and then you end up passing that one as well. And when you do this, you're bound to pass one, bro. Off of a win streak, off of no drawdown, you buy it and you just land straight on a couple wins. And there you go, you claim your funding, and then all the rest of the trades can be on your live account and you can actually make some fucking money from this, okay? So, do the dollar cost average is method 1 and lesson 1 that I learned this year, okay? Because I went through so much bullshit with the funding, and I finally now have found a way that it works pretty well. It works pretty well, and it's working amazing for me right now. So that's number 1. Number 2 is obviously, we're not going to talk about probabilities in this video, by the way, because everybody already knows, you know, specifically, about the law of probabilities, about the mindset that you need to have with letting go. But number 2 is diversify that funding as well. So not only diversify the firms that you're with, so TopStep, ACG, FTMO, InstantFunding.io, even get a live account, IC Markets, but also diversify what you are trading on those funded accounts. So maybe you have 10 fundeds passed, okay? Let's say you have 3 of them that just trade EU. 3 of them might trade EU, US 100 gold. Then 3 of them might be a futures firm, so they trade all 6 things. So EU, US 100, gold, oil, silver, copper. Those futures accounts are going to be high turnover, okay? They're going to have a lot of trade exposure, okay? They might have nice win streaks, but also bigger loss streaks, okay? Those EU accounts, the frequency on the trades is going to be much less, but the drawdown is going to be much less, because if you look at an individual pair, the loss streak on an individual pair is going to be way smaller than loss streak if you're trading multiple pairs, because you could land on multiple loss streaks when you're trading multiple pairs. So let's say I'm trading multiple pairs, let's say EU, US 100 and gold, yeah? They all might be losing at the same time. And if they're all losing at the same time, that's going to times 3 my potential loss streak. So let's say on the last 5 years in backtesting, EU is max lost in a row, 5 trades, let's say. Well, now if I get that times 3, then that's going to be a 15 loss streak if it lands like that. So if I diversify my funding, then there's only going to be so many losses on each account. On EU, I'm not going to, on those EU only accounts, I'm not going to lose as hard because I only trade in EU. However, I'm not going to win as hard in a short time. Over a long time, I'll win nicely. But over that short period, It's not going to get as much trade exposure, so I can't win as hard. Not going to get as quick payouts, okay? But that's why I have the accounts where I do high trade turnover. Then you have the middle ground where it only trades 3 pairs, where there's that middle trade turnover. Then you got the top account where you only trade 1 asset, which is going to be low trade turnover, but less loss streaks, better results. This is what I do, bro. It's so fucking nice because instead of having big months where you make 30k, cool. You know what I'm saying, bro? $40k in a month. Not unheard of for me, yeah? But I would much prefer to get 20k a month consistently than some big months and then nothing. So now I'm getting smaller, more frequent payouts consistently, which leads me on to step 3, which is set fixed targets for each account when you're going to pay it out. So I have 100k of instant funding. I risk $700 per trade, and my payout percentage on that, well, my payout dollar amount that the account needs to be up before I request a payout is $4,000. Then I have another one which is 3,000, another one which is 5, another one which is 8, another one which is 10. This allows me to diversify the frequency in which I'm getting paid out, because throughout the weeks and months, different accounts are going to be hitting that target. Maybe I'll have to wait 2-3 months for me to hit that 10k target because I might have pull-ups and pull-downs before I get there. But as I'm pulling up and pulling down, I'm getting payouts on my smaller accounts or on my smaller targeted accounts. And then later down the line, I'll get a fucking 10k ripper from some accounts I've been grinding for a couple of months. And this is what has changed the fucking game for me. This is the only way to make consistent income and funding is diversification of your plan. If you have one plan in terms of like, right, I pay out every account at 4k. Well, yeah, you're going to get some nice numbers, but you might get reversals before it hits that 4k. And those accounts that get reversed on, you're not going to get any payouts. Whereas if I have those smaller targets, before I get reversed on, I'm already going to be paid out. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? If you apply these 3 lessons, bro, in the next 30 days, your trading will be completely different, okay? Because it's changed my life in the last 6 months. I've been trading with funding profitably for the last 2 years, but I've made the most money I've ever made in the last 6 months. So clearly something's working. I want you to get a notepad, write these lessons down, or on your notes on your Mac or on your fucking PC or whatever, and actually apply it for the next 30 days, man. Put some money aside for funding. Disperse that funding throughout the months and weeks. Honestly, man, it's fucking worth it. I want you to succeed. I really do. I always mention it, but I want you in Thailand. I want you guys to be grinding with me. It's fucking fun as fuck out here, man. I'll see you in the next one. Everything you need to know is in the description. At the moment, I do want to make an announcement. I have reopened my mentorship program. It was closed. Well, it was exclusive to VIPs before, but now I've opened it worldwide. If you click on the first link in the description and watch the video on my website, everything will be explained there. I'll see you in there. I want to change a lot of your lives this year, man. Peace out.